What's happening, everybody? Last week I made a post on my Instagram asking people what was the biggest reason they had to as why they have not achieved their goals yet. And by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, go and do that because I post there pretty much every single day. But in that post, the number one thing that I saw everyone saying is that they were scared to fail, afraid to put time and effort into something that they think will inevitably be pointless because they will just end up failing in the end. In this video, I want to talk about the fear of failure and how you can overcome that so that you can continue to reach your goals. The one thing you need to understand about reaching a goal is that you will fail at some point or another. Your failure may occur even after you achieve your goal. You may start to backtrack a little bit, or you may achieve a goal and then just stay stagnant and do nothing more than that. Never set a new goal because you're so scared of losing what you already have achieved. However, when I say that you will fail, it's not the act of failing that is going to ruin everything for you, but it's how you react to that failure that matters the most. So instead of just being afraid to fail, you just need to be ready for it and ready to react accordingly to it. For instance, whenever I first started losing weight, my failure did not begin until after I had lost the weight. I personally was never scared until that moment, and then I became terrified of gaining all the weight back. It just took one day for me to completely fail, and then that one day turned into weeks, and then those weeks turned into a few months. I decided to just embrace that failure, and in time, things began to get better and better and better, and I learned what I needed to do to get things back on track. And I don't want to get too much into this story because I already have made an entire video about this story, which I will link down below, so definitely go check that video out if you want to hear more about this. Instead of being overwhelmed and just consumed by all of the failure that was happening to me, I needed to figure out how to overcome this, and that took a lot of time learning how to do that. Learning how to overcome this fear and whatever individual situation you have is going to be different for everybody. But the best way for you to learn is to just start and grow from every mistake that you make. Every single time that you start to feel stressed, work is stressing you out, the family is stressing you out, an event is stressing you out, you find that every time you get overly stressed, you just begin to overeat on everything. Well, stress in life is never going to go away. So instead of trying to avoid stress, you just need to be prepared when you get stressed. Don't just go into each day blind and have no idea what time you're gonna get to the gym that day and have no idea what you're gonna eat in that day. If stress affects you in this way, then you need to be one of those people that just has a set time every single day to get exercise in. It doesn't matter what you are doing at that time, you are going to go to the gym. Possibly start doing it first thing in the morning. As soon as you wake up, even if you have to wake up a little bit earlier before work, get there, get it done, and then you don't have to worry about getting stressed and just not going at all. And when you get home, you'll have all of your food prepared for the day. So it's no more added stress of what you need to eat. You'll have it all ready to go, prepared, and you just grab and go what you know you had planned to eat that day. Whatever your situation is, you will never learn unless you start trying. So just sitting there and being afraid will do absolutely nothing for you. Look at failure as simply just a lesson. It does not mean you cannot do something. It just means you need to go about doing that something differently. You know, some people have trigger foods. As soon as they eat just a little bit of any certain food or treat, they just go overboard and they indulge way too much in it. And a lot of people keep this food around because they hear other people say stuff like, never restrict yourself completely, just give yourself a little bit of it. Well, if you find that every single time you just have a little bit of a certain food that you just binge and go crazy and eat the rest of the package, then maybe you need to not even buy or have that type of food anywhere near you. You probably need to start to think of that certain type of food or treat as a drug for you, and having that drug anywhere near you is probably a very bad idea. The point is this: do not feel like you cannot do something just because you may screw up a few times while trying to do it. Start now, continue going, and every time you mess up, leave it in the past and grow stronger from it. You will have good days and you will have bad days, but wake up every morning prepared to have the best day. Do this enough and you will see a lot of good changes in your life. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you're still watching, please do me a favor, go on down, drop a like on the video. It really helps the channel grow, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.